what the hell's going on. As you know, I am Algerian, and what happened to Speed is freaking embarrassing as shit.
Speed was not hit by bottles of water because it's racially motivated or because he's black. That happened because he accidentally tried to film Ultras members, and you cannot do that. It's strictly forbidden.
Listen, Speed went to Algeria and everything was nice. When you watch the stream, everything was going on well. He loved the food, he loved the culture, everything was nice. Until he went to the stadium. And bro, it has destroyed everything that Speed did in Algeria. There is an Algerian guy who is kind of explaining this to us, and I have the video for you. And also people are reacting to what actually happened in Algeria, especially at the stadium, and I don't know. Let's go into the video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe.
They don't like me. No. They keep throwing water at me. I just came here to watch the football game, bro. I don't know what's up with these fans. Let's get out of here. I'm leaving. I think I'm not welcomed here. I don't understand. All of my fans show love in Algeria, but at that stadium, I don't know. They should have just chucked the green apple at me. They keep throwing water at me. Let's get out of here. I'm leaving. I think I'm not welcomed here.
Vive Algeria!
The people in Algeria literally threw water at ISHOWSPEED simply because ISHOWSPEED went to a stadium to watch a football game, and they said, oh, nos ultras n'aiment pas qu'on les filme. Our supporters don't want to be filmed. These people are at a football game. They are being filmed. The game is broadcasted. They are already being filmed. What kind of lame excuse is this?
Vive Algeria!
We are not even surprised. We knew this was gonna happen. We already knew that ISHOWSPEED's passage in North Africa was gonna be the worst. The only country in North Africa that is worth visiting a little bit is Morocco. The only country that can save North Africa from this embarrassment is Morocco. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I think ISHOWSPEED should just go back to Ethiopia at this point. Like, Speed, just go back to Ethiopia. Yeah. I'm literally just doing a review of what's happening during ISHOWSPEED's stream. I'm not fabricating anything, okay? I'm going based on the material I find. That's the only thing I'm doing. So y'all giving me the material. This is not just me making up something about Algeria. This is something that happened in Algeria.
Vive Algeria!
Congratulations to Algeria. You guys made it. You guys finally made it as the worst stream ever.
Vive Algeria!
Algeria lost a lot of points on the world stage. The way they treated ISHOWSPEED, I believe, is going to come back to them in the form of less tourism, because they literally had Speed running. ISHOWSPEED, the most loved guy in America, and frankly the world, and for them to show as a country that they actually don't like him for whatever reason. Algeria is one of the northern countries of Africa, and it is said that African countries in the north just don't like the south. And this was a clear example for anybody that did not believe that or had the benefit of the doubt. The excuse was that they don't like being filmed, but you could clearly see the guy that was telling him that it's because they don't like being filmed has a camera filming them, and they are actually filming. Like, this is not Speed's team, and other people have cameras out. Speed's father was in tears as well because of this. He was seeing how they were treating Speed, and he was literally in tears. I never expected to see any country in Africa treat Speed in any other way. The other countries were so beautiful, so amazing, so loving and giving as a country, and this country in Algeria, it was just not it. It was not it completely, and I don't think people are just gonna want to go visit after this.
They don't like me. No. They keep throwing water at me. I just came here to watch the football game, bro. I don't know what's up with these fans. Let's get out of here. I'm leaving. I think I'm not welcome here. I don't understand. All of my fans show love in Algeria, but at that stadium, I don't know. They should have just chucked the green apple at me.
شو ما صاحبي شو بغيت غير نفهم واحد الحاجة. صانع محتوى انفلونسر مشهور في العالم كامل، كلشي كيعرفو، فهمتي؟ جداتي كتعرف ISHOWSPEED. دار العالم كامل، جا حتى الجزائر. شوش داروا ليه؟ بداو كيشيروا عليه بالقراعي وكيضربوا فيه. عمره ما طرا عليه هادشي، دار العالم كامل.
Well, Speed was having a great day in Algiers, went to the biggest mosque in Africa, had a lovely day there, met the locals, tried the food, listened to the music, but then he arrived in Baraki at the Nelson Mandela Stadium for Yusma against Melodia, and as you can see, it's not gone well. The fans have been throwing bottles at him. The first thing I'll say is all those people that go, oh, Algeria should bid for an AFCON, host an AFCON. No, not a chance. We are in no fit state to host an AFCON. That's the first point. The second point is I don't want people to start saying this is racially motivated or whatever. These are the Algerian ultras in a huge derby, and they don't like being filmed. They were throwing stuff because they were being filmed. They were throwing stuff at Speed's team, his marketing team, his social team, as well as Speed himself. So it wasn't just him. So you've got to bear in mind they don't like being filmed with these ultras. But it was lovely to see Speed in the Algeria shirt touring the city. Fair play to him. You know, he's always been on the right side of history with all the Palestine stuff. And yeah, it's just a bitter end. I'm glad he went to the Nelson Mandela Stadium. When he went to the ground, he went, wow, this is a great ground. But there we are. A bitter end to Speed's trip. What do you guys think of what happened with the fans throwing the bottles? Let me know.
Addressing the Speed situation, because multiple people are tagging me and even asking me about what the hell's going on. As you know, I am Algerian, and what happened to Speed is freaking embarrassing as shit. Like, really is. It's sad to see. Why is my country doing this? Like, why are we doing that? But it goes to show there's always racist people in the world. People will just not like other people for no reason. Like, brother just came in to watch a game. Why are we throwing water bottles? Why? What is the reason? Brother has nothing to do with the game. He's just there watching. It makes no sense. Fat L, but as always, not every Algerian is like this. We're not all like this. It is what it is. I'll see you guys next time.
Speed was not hit by bottles of water because it's racially motivated or because he's black. That happened because he accidentally tried to film Ultras members, and you cannot do that. It's strictly forbidden within football culture and rules. If you visit any country across the planet and you try to go to a stadium anywhere on the planet and try to film the Ultras members, the same thing would happen to you. I myself, 2 years ago, I was in a stadium and I didn't know that you're not supposed to film the Ultras. And they searched my phone, they deleted every single video, and they said, hey, please do not film us. We want to hide our identities. So please, for the love of God, the stream was great. It was nearly perfect. Everything was good. The vibes were cool. The dances were beautiful. The country is beautiful. Speed loved everything about the country. The people loved him and embraced him. It was cool. It was respectful. These white Algerians, they want to be white. Want to be white. We were colonized by white people for 132 years. What are you talking about? You know, this country was one of the first countries to endorse the Black Panthers. Learn some history before you open your mouth. And thank you to Speed for being the man he always was, because I love the stream. Honestly, it was beautiful.
They don't like me. No. I don't know. They keep throwing water at me. I just came here to watch the football game, bro. I don't know what's up with these fans. Let's get out there. Let's get out of here. I'm leaving. I think I'm not welcome here. I don't understand. All of my fans show love in Algeria, but at that stadium, I don't know. They should have just chucked the green apple at me.
So I was watching this ISHOWSPEED African tour. I was watching it, the first African country he went to was Congo. He was shown too much love. He went to Ethiopia, he went to Kenya, he went to other countries, He really appreciated the love they were really showing him. And he went to Morocco, he went to Algeria, he went to Egypt. He was so disappointed. See, ISHOWSPEED, one thing you should know is that just because this northern country are in African continents, they don't see themselves as Africans. See, let me tell you something. They hate being Africans. They hate being called Africans. They may come to your front and be like, oh, I'm African too. But inside of them, they hate being African. I'm telling you, if they can even remove themselves from the word Africans, they will. If they can even remove themselves from the continent of Africa, they will. They don't see themselves as Africans. So you don't expect the same love from the real African countries to an Arab country just because they're in African continent. You think you can get the same love? No. They are Arab countries. They see themselves as Arab. They don't see themselves as Africans. They don't even like the word African. Because I saw your video in Algeria when they were throwing you bottles, throwing you some kind of things. These people, you see, let's be honest with ourselves. They don't like African people. They don't. Just because they're in the continent of Africa, you think they're Africans. No, they are not. They are not. You can't get the same love from these people. You can't. You can't. They even hate being called Africans. Even if they come in your front, I'll be like, oh, I'm African. They are not. Inside of them, they hate being called Africans. So you can't get the same love from them. Go to the main African countries. You went to South Africa. There was love. They show you enough love. You went there. You went to Egypt. There were no the same love. They don't like African. I'm telling you, they don't like Africa. Despite they're in African continent, they don't like Africans. Let's don't lie to ourselves. They never see themselves as African. So avoid these northern countries. Just avoid it. I know you're going to come to Nigeria. I know you're going to come to Ghana. These are countries. These are people who are going to show you true love, just as Congo has shown you true love, just as Ethiopia has shown you love, just as South Africa has shown you love. These people don't see themselves as African. Just get that into your head. I know you were disappointed in Egypt. I know you were disappointed in Algeria. I know you were disappointed in Morocco. I know you're not getting the love. No, it's not like that. These people are not Africans. We don't even see them as Africans. We don't. So be careful.
ISHOWSPEED leaves the stadium in Algeria after fans start throwing water bottles on him and his team. Why they throwing stuff? I'm leaving. Listen, y'all, this is nasty work, man. Can somebody explain to me, does Algeria not fuck with the U.S. or something? Because I'm confused, man. I'm as confused as Speed is. So Speed showed up to a soccer game in Algeria because he's on his world tour. Y'all know he's been all over the world. Well, when he got to the soccer game, he was not, welcome with open arms. They started throwing water bottles at him. They was booing him. They was throwing shit from everywhere. Him and his team, his security guards was getting hit. They had to run him off the field. And by the time he sat in his seat, he was drenched. I just want to know what they did that for, man. Somebody explain Algeria. What is your beef with Speed? What's your beef with us? Because even Speed, while he was getting hit, he was like, yo, I'm not even a rival. Like, I'm actually cheering for y'all. Like, what's this about? I don't get it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all on my shit list now, Algeria, because Speed been going over everywhere showing positivity, spreading love, man. Y'all niggas over here spreading hating on a nigga for no goddamn reason, man. Nasty fucking work.
I've never seen ISHOWSPEED have to literally run away from a crowd for safety. And I've never seen anybody attack Speed the way they did it in Algeria. For some reason, the Algerian crowd did not like Speed. As you can see the stares he was getting, they actually started to throw bottles at him, which not only caused great confusion in Speed, his entire team and his viewer, that he had to run for safety and shut down the live, frankly. This is why they say that Algeria is not really a part of Africa. They're not really African, they say. Even though it's a beautiful country, they bombarded Speed with bottles, literal bottles of water that could have been very damaging had they had one of them hit him. So they were launching bottles, as you can see right there. One hit his actual security, almost hitting Speed. And the reason they gave Speed for them throwing these bottles was by this man telling him that they did not like being filmed. That's why they threw the bottles and no other reason. But clearly in this picture, he has a camera to film, and they have phones out filming. So I don't think the problem was them being filmed at all. At one point, Speed even went to a different side of the stadium to see if they showed him love. He's like, look at these guys like me. And they just started throwing bottles at him, and he had to get out of there. I didn't expect this from Algeria.
Bro, ISHOWSPEED just shot a ceremonial gun and also met the Algerian Bruce Lee and almost slammed him during their fight. Speed and his team got bottles and waters thrown at them while they were visiting the Nelson Mandela Stadium during this derby, and he was confused because Ronaldo doesn't even play for a rival team. Speed tried curry pizza for the first time and said it was so good. Now, I didn't even know curry pizza was a thing. I've heard of curry chicken, but curry pizza? He also got a very warm welcome with dates and milk on the street, which is an Algerian tradition, and pressed these fans when they said they were Ronaldo fans but didn't even know his birthday. birthday. Speed also says the aesthetic of Algeria reminds him of Europe because of the architect, which makes sense because Algeria was ran by France for like 100 plus years back in the early 1800s. The most wholesome and coolest moment of this entire stream is when Speed did a backflip off this step and was walking away, and like thousands of people were following him, but they almost stepped on this stray cat, and Speed made sure to tell everyone to watch out, watch their step. It's just crazy how Speed's going to all these different countries in Africa and having thousands of fans follow him at all times. Like they had to block off the streets like this dude was the president or something. Out of all these African countries, the one thing that confuses me is, isn't it like winter over there? Where does it snow or where does it get cold? I could have sworn there's certain countries in Africa that experience winter and snow just like northeast of America.
I had to look at the map to see how big Algeria is, because yesterday when Speed did the Sahara tour, or Sahara stream, I'm sorry, there was like only 30,000 people. I'm sorry, they were saying only 30,000 people lived in the town, but I guess that was just that area, because today they showed up damn near like Kenya. They outdid Ethiopia. I don't know nothing about Algeria. I just know North Africa is mostly Arab. But Speed had a good stream today. I fell asleep through most of it. Like, that should be long. Like, it's my day off. But it was a good stream. I loved it. And I love the it's trust me, it's very refreshing after Egypt, because yeah, Egypt, the stream went back up. Yesterday I made a video say it got taken down. At the time I looked, it wasn't there, and then it got put back up. But after Egypt, Algeria, you were a refresher, because, and thanks for welcoming Speed, because I don't know, Egypt's stream was trash. It was educational, at least the part that we find educational, but it was trash. But Algeria, thank you guys for showing out. I didn't even know so much people would have came out for Speed, but it's mostly kids, because you know, Gen Z and Gen Alpha, because you know, literally the last of Gen Z is like what, 15, because my daughter is about to be 16 and she's like the last part of Gen Alpha. No, Gen Z, the last part of Gen Z. So Gen Alpha is coming now, so it's all Gen Alpha and Gen Zs that were out there. There are some older women, you know, they brought the entertainment and all of that. It was pretty, I didn't know what to expect. But it's crazy how when we're in the southern part of Africa, it's more tribal, it's more cultural. You go to the north, it's just, I don't know, it's weird to me. It's they don't have, you know, the tribal outfits. It's like, it's different. They got guns. Guns is their culture. And that says a lot. I ain't gonna elaborate on that, but that's all they had to show was a whole bunch of guns, almost busted speed eardrums. But, and it seems a little colder up that side, you know, because if you go look at the map, and Algeria is huge. I don't even know what the weather is like over there. I don't know if it's cold, it's hot, it's warm, whatever. But I know he probably go to Morocco next, because Morocco is right next to Algeria. I hope he don't go to Tunisia. Yeah, but let's see what Morocco have to offer. I know some people came in my comments and said Morocco will welcome him. Let's hope Morocco will welcome him, because the whole world is watching. And if y'all want people to come and visit y'all places, y'all gotta welcome Speed, because Speed is like another Keith Lee, but for countries. Any country Speed go to, we want to go to. Then just like Keith Lee, any restaurant Keith Lee go to and try and say it's good, we want to go to. So y'all better represent in a positive light. And everybody already gave a bad. No, nobody want to go to Egypt. People go for see the pyramid, but I think people done cross Egypt off their damn list.
America, are we okay? I don't know how, but ISHOWSPEED's videos popped up on my feed. I'm not even into streaming, but like, what? Look, the things that I'm hearing from Americans of him on his African tour is actually insane. It's 2026. We don't know that Africa is a continent, that it's not a country. 1. 2, I can't believe they have cars. What? Excuse me? That's insane. I'm like actually so shocked right now. Like I cannot even believe the things that I'm hearing. Like at least the people there own their cars. It's actually, I go to Africa like at least twice a year, sometimes more than that. Every year. It's been like this for the past, I don't even know how many years, 6 years probably. But like, we don't have cars. We live in huts. We live in, y'all, like, this is actually really scary. It's 2026. It's 2026. Come on now. What? First of all, there are a lot of people out there that are living better than the folks out here. I think that America is borderline poverty because literally everybody's living in debt. Credit cards, everything that you own is not actually yours. Like, everybody's houses in Africa are usually theirs. Like, it's not borrowed bank money. Cars are not leased. Like, it's typically theirs, 100% bought out cash. So, yeah. Hate to break it to ya, but I don't know. I feel like you guys should drive around America a little bit more. I don't know. Sometimes I drive past Pennsylvania. Hillbilly, Pennsylvania looks really crazy, or Deep Virginia. Yeah, it looks insane. The amount of homelessness in America is insane. Like, we don't even have that in Africa. You know, it's very rare to see it. If you do see it, it's in like the industrial cities now, but not like here. Yeah, I think I'm very concerned. Yeah, very concerned about Americans.
The only reason why the Africans are treating Speed so nice is because he's a celebrity. It's also because he's rich. It's also because he's famous. Wasn't he all these things in Asia, in Europe? Oh no, but that's not. If he was a regular Black American, y'all won't treat him like that. How do y'all treat regular Black Americans in Black America? Like, why are you doing all of this mental gymnastics? Like, why do you want to believe the worst out of Africa, out of Africans? Show me one Black African country that he went to that treated him some type of way, or you know. And mind you, Speed is not even famous in, like, Speed was not famous in Africa before he, like, people just did all that for fun. Y'all don't know what Africa is like. Like I said, you can't believe in the propaganda spread by your white, racist granddaddy government, and you think you know, but you don't.
Hello! Welcome to Algeria!
Oh, thank you!
This little girl single-handedly saved Algeria for me. This little girl restored my faith in humanity. This little girl came to me as a reminder that there are good and bad people everywhere. And we've been talking about the bad people in Algeria. Now, let's talk about the good people in Algeria.
Welcome to Algeria!
The energy in Algeria was actually good. It was good vibes. ISHOWSPEED was in the city. He said, wow, it looks like France. We know why it looks like France, but the city was beautiful.
Welcome to Algeria!
So here's what I've noticed. The people in the city are very different. By different, I mean, they are not super, you know, they are very relaxed. ISHOWSPEED was shooting, literally shooting pew-pews in the middle of the capital.
Give me some room, I'm about to shoot!
That's so cool!
Welcome to Algeria!
What is that food? At first glance, I thought it was puff puff, but it does not look like puff puff. It looks like a fruit. What is that? Is it like dried nuts? Because it looks like dried nuts. I really thought it was puff puff. ISHOWSPEED had lunch in the living room of a local family. Not a restaurant, a local family. They gave him couscous. Listen, I've eaten couscous. It is delicious, but I've always wondered, is couscous from Algeria? Is couscous from Morocco? Is couscous from Tunisia? Which one of these countries actually created couscous? Or is it from somewhere else?
Welcome to Algeria!
I'm a little bit cold now because we got to see some of the Algerian bodies. The bodies were body. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. They have a Bruce Lee in Algeria. Look at this guy. This is what we wanted to see from Algeria. Just the people in Algeria showing love to ISHOWSPEED. This is what we wanted.
Welcome to Algeria!
This is good. Now let's talk about the obvious. What happened in the stadium happened in the stadium, okay? We cannot change that, but we can also choose not to let that be the only thing to talk about Algeria. A lot of good people in Algeria showed love to ISHOWSPEED. So I thank all these people in Algeria for showing so much love to ISHOWSPEED. Thank you guys. Thank you, Algeria.
Welcome to Algeria.
Hey! How is this not falling? How is this not falling?
Bro, the hate that ISHOWSPEED got being in Algeria, from people calling him the GER word to throwing things at him at the stadium, it just shows how European people always have treated the darker skin.
Let's get out there. Get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Now, obviously, I can't play the clip of like this guy calling him the GER word while he's on top of the car just touring around the city, but it actually baffles me how every country in Africa Speed's been to, he has not dealt with like racism at all. But the only two countries he's dealt with weirdness is Egypt and Algeria. Now, if you didn't know, elephant in the room, Algeria used to be ran by France, which is European, and Europeans have done way more than boil some water and cook some pasta. They also stir the pot. It's just crazy how Speed's the biggest streamer and just trying to promote Africa in these countries in Africa, and he has to deal with like weird people like this. Like, at least with the Egypt stream and the whole Sphinx nose situation where the tour guide told him that the reason why there's no nose is because they didn't want Sphinx to appear as a god. At least they give him a buttered down version and then start throwing things at him and like getting upset. Overall, it's just a bad look for Algeria, and it just showed that European culture really stemmed a lot of this bad stuff that was happening in America and still happening to this day.
Because of the drone.
Come on, what?
The drone. The drone.
Yeah, the drone is up.
Yes. Okay.
This is sick. Oh my god. Algeria would say.
So, water. Yeah, the drone is water.
So far so good. I think this is the most beautiful country in Africa I've seen so far. Like, bro, look at this.
I think this is the drone is landing.
Everything is so controlled.
It's landing?
The highways are cute too. Like, bro, this is fire.
What's the name? What's the landing?
The highways are cute too. Nah, Algeria though.
Child, we about to hit 49.2?
Algeria.
Amazing, man.
Yes, tell me.
This is sick.
Child, we about to hit 49.2? Amazing.
A1.
Let's go. 8. Yo. Alright, where the main cam at? What the hell is that? Like, I'm just trying to watch the damn fucking thing. Bro, why are we? No. Bro, I want to go, y'all. Why do we keep going? We done, chat. Yo, tell this guy we done. Why are we just? Let me check it. Tell him let's go.
Oh, Algeria's finished me. Algeria's killed me. Oh my god. Algeria's killed me. Like, when they start firing the gunshots in the air, like, please, somebody tell me, who the fuck was Speed running to? Like, where was he running to? Oh wow. It's Habibi. Oh wow. Please don't kill him. Oh, okay. Algeria, yeah. You did this one well. I love y'all. Oh wow, that's too funny. Wow.
Before we done.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh!
It's couscous. This is what we're talking about. But I want to do one more thing.
Patriots, this just in, there has been an awakening. ISHOWSPEED has been in Egypt. He's the first live streamer to ever go into the pyramids. It's intense. And the expressions from the Black American community here on TikTok and online is overwhelming, because he's going into these museums and he asks a question. He said, why are all the noses missing? Why are the noses missing from all of the Egyptian statues, or a lot of them? And he asked the woman that, and she says, oh, it's because that's that's where it was the weakest part. Then no. The truth is because Black Americans come from kings and queens and royalty. And they were brought here through slavery, had their names and history stolen from them. And people are literally like crying online hearing this. And this is kind of something I've kind of known, you know, for a little bit, but it's interesting how when something hits you, it almost reminds me of Juneteenth, how people were free from slavery, but they didn't know. And it was like, once they got the word, was Juneteenth. And it almost feels like this is a liberation for Black Americans to realize that some people are saying the American dream they've been sold is BS. That your lineage, your roots are greatness of kings and queens and royalty, and Lord knows in Egypt, the technology that we have no idea about. That's Black culture. That's Black American culture. That's African culture. A lot of people are saying, I had no clue. They thought Africa was just poor and, you know, kids sitting around with flies on their, you know, belly and stuff. No, it's beautiful. It's prosperous. It's like Wakanda. But they've just been hiding it from you. So I think there's a beautiful day of awakening. Hey, it's like Juneteenth all over. Wishing everybody well. ISHOWSPEED, beautiful work. Beautiful work. It's about awakening people and letting them know their true potential. Secret Service Sam Hampton for president of TikTok.
The food, bro, chat, y'all know we try food every country, bro. I got a feeling Algerian food is very good, though. I'm just getting this vibe. Oh, look at that view. I'm getting that vibe that they have just very good food.
Listen, this explanation that this Algerian guy gave, I understand. You know, if they are not supposed to be filmed, I understand. But throwing things at him, it's like almost the whole stadium was against him. That doesn't make sense. It was like the whole stadium was against him. That doesn't make sense. And how they were able to even throw things at him, and it even got to his head. One of the bottles got to... Listen, I don't know his security, but I think the two guards that he goes everywhere with should be much more closer to him than any other person, any other guard. Please, because honestly, this didn't look nice at all for Algeria. Everything went well in Algeria. I was watching the stream. Everything went well. I think the only place that he felt a little bit scared was when they were shooting in the air. But apart from that, everything went well. The food, he loved the food and everything. He was even saying it until he went to the stadium. That just spoiled everything. It just spoiled everything. All the stream, like all the good things in that particular stream, everything. It's like comparing Algeria to Egypt. I don't know. Now he's in Morocco. He's still around that North African region. And listen, I'm just hoping and praying that things are going to go well, at least for him in one of these countries, because it's not nice at all. It's not nice at all. It's not nice. It's not nice. Throwing things at him, someone who came to your country to showcase your country, your culture to the world, and you're doing this to him. Listen to the explanation that the guy gave, the Algerian guy gave. He said he also faced similar thing in another country, and they called him, he deleted the video, and they spoke to him calmly. Why didn't the Algerians do same, but rather chose to throw things at him if that was the reason? No, this is not nice. This is not nice at all. And I think North Africa, you guys should do well, should do better. You are making the perception that people had for you guys is kind of manifesting that yes, truly you guys don't like black people, and it is not a good representation at all. So please, you guys should do better. Thank you so much for watching.